So I became lucid in a mall, a shopping mall to be specific. And when I became lucid, I was riding a bike but pedaling with my hands. And I was riding right next to an escalator, and I kind of jumped with the bike onto the escalator. So I was now riding up the escalator, and I noticed that everyone was running away, like in the opposite direction of where I was going. So I was going this way, and they were all running that way. And then I looked down from the escalator onto the ground floor, and there was a suspicious looking lady who kind of gave me a suspicious look and then ran off down a hallway. And so I jumped down, already lucid at this point, I guess everyone freaking out, and just the fact that I was riding a bicycle with my hands, pedaling with my hands, not steering. I guess that was enough to make me go, hey, this is a dream. So, since it was a dream, it was no problem for me to jump down off the escalator. So I did. So I started running after this suspicious lady, and then she starts running faster than a mortal human should be able to run. And so I start visualizing myself running at this speed as well. And it worked. I was not able to keep that speed up as consistently as she did. Like, I would lose focus and start running at a normal speed again, and then have to continue visualizing to go as fast as she was going. And I started catching up to her, and then the dream changed as if it was a video game, and this was like a cutscene. So the dream changes, and now I'm in a different room, and I'm a different person. How did I know this? I don't know. It's a dream. How the f*** should I know? Dreams don't make sense. That's why you can fly in dreams. People can't fly, but it's a dream. You can fly. And also, I was a different person. I don't know, but it made sense in the dream. I need more water. If you're wondering, I'm having peanut butter and banana. The King's sandwich. The sandwich that the king used to have. But I'm gonna cut out the parts where I'm actually eating, so you don't have to watch me eat. I just took a sip, but I cut that out, so you didn't see it. Anyways, so I'm in this different room as a different person, and I have this long samurai sword, and I'm in the room that this lady was running to. So as I go to leave the room, the lady enters the room, and I'm like, there you are. And so I start slashing away at her with the samurai sword, and I defeated her. She was no more. And then I start going back down the hall the way she came, I think. No, I think it was in another direction. The one that she was not coming from. It don't matter. So I'm running down the hall, and I noticed there was a door to my left, and I enter the door, and there's a person. I don't know, I guess I'm on a murderous rampage at this point, because I murder him. I slice off his noggin, but it doesn't feel like flesh as I cut through it. It feels like a pillow, so that's pretty cool. Well, I guess it was kind of video gamey at this point already, and murder is pretty common in video games, you know what I mean? So I murder him, and then I kind of look around the room, as you do in video games, to see if there's any items. And I notice some candy on the floor. I think at first it was like sour worms. And so yeah, I'm happy about this because I'm trying to lose weight in real life. Trying to get back in shape. And a part of that is refraining from foods that are not good for you. But since this is a dream, I can't eat this not good for me food because it's not real. I mean, it's not real in the sense that I am real currently. My body is real. Let's not get into the metaphysics and the philosophy. Alright? That's another conversation. Anyways, it's a dream, so I can eat whatever I want and not get fat. So I do. I eat the candy. But when I pick it up and then I leave the room and start to eat it as I'm walking down the hallway again. And as I start to eat it, it goes from sour worms, and it turns into those sour eggs. that they're like little eggs. I don't know if you've ever had those. I don't think they're that common. I haven't seen them around recently. But yeah, they're like eggs, but they're sour and they're candy. But they were pretty good. And so I go down the hallway and I exit back into the main mall area. And I jump into the air to start flying, and I notice that there's like a tall fountain kind of thing. But not just like a fountain, but like it's like a weird pillar, like maybe like this thick. And the fountain is kind of coming out of that pillar. But I jump onto that pillar. Well, as I started flying, I noticed it, and so I went to land on it. And I almost didn't land on it, I almost missed, but I kind of visualized myself having landed on it, and then I kind of was now on it, as if I like teleported. And so from that fountain pillar thing, I jump onto the second story, kind of, like it's as if there's the second floor, but like there's like a hole in the second floor. Not just a hole, but like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the second floor is like a really large balcony. But the balcony kind of goes around the whole perimeter of the mall. So I get onto that, and everyone was gone at this point. The mall was deserted. I don't know what exactly the people were running away from at the beginning of the dream that I mentioned. But anyway, the only person that was there now at the mall was sitting at a table there on the balcony. And I go to sit next to him, and I think he gives me like a creepy, sinister look or something. And so I kind of throw him off the balcony thing onto the first floor. So that's what, three deaths so far? Yeah. And then, so I walk away, maybe to the west. Still in the mall. Still on the second story thing. And I notice there's a bench, and on the backrest of this bench, there's the face of an old creepy lady. And she's also giving me this weird look. And so I go to... I don't know if there's a word for this, but I'm going to get some visual aids. This pillow is going to play the part of the old lady face on the bench. So I want to do this. That kind of thing, you know? Like, just like... Kung Fu grip her face or something. And, but as I go to do that, she kind of disappears. And the whole bench disappears. And, the part of the second floor that I was standing on disappears. And so I start falling. And as I'm falling, I feel a weird tugging at my heart. Just like an ache. Like a heartache. And, I don't think I mentioned this at first, but the mall that we have been in this whole time, it had this, like, dark atmosphere. Kind of depressing. And so yeah, at this point I was like, well, this lucid dream is a little depressing, and so I don't want to wake up. And so I did. So I woke up, and that is the end of that. And I have been recording for 20 minutes, but probably at least half of that was eating this. So I don't know, the video shouldn't be that long, but yeah, there was some pretty good control there at least. I was able to run at super speed and teleport a little bit. Not like change the whole dream, but I don't know. You know what I mean? When I tried to land on the thing, but I missed, but then I teleported onto the thing. So that was pretty good. Yeah. So that is all. Peace out.